So, here we go. Start of another day. Ready to get back on track. Super disappointed about last night, my first day where I actually failed to go to the gym. But it's also a bit exciting. Like yesterday, I opened registration. Let me take a look here. I opened registration to my annual solution-focused brief therapy training about couples, an intensive that I do every year. And this year I'm doing it in Canada, one of my favorite cities in the world, just outside of Toronto. And in the first day, about 25% of the spots were already taken. So that's really good. That's a good start. So super excited about it. A little bit bummed about how last night went, as you know, but super excited about this and the kind of start. So I'm going to send an email to, I got a pretty big following, pretty big email list. So I'm going to send a couple of emails today just to kind of remind people that this is happening. You know, it's really hard having an email list. People, and I've gotten criticized sometimes, like you send too many emails, too aggressive, that sort of thing. But it's such a hard thing because I'm so passionate about wanting people to know how to use this approach and to know how to use this approach with couples. I think the greatest thing you can do for someone is when they have a struggle in their life, and they're like, nothing impacts our lives more than our intimate relationships, right? Like a relationship with our children, with our partners. Like when those things fall apart, I mean, good luck having a good day, right? I mean, if your 10-year-old child is crying themselves to sleep every night, like how are you gonna have a good day? Or if there's a significant wobble between you and your partner, like how are you going to get on with life in a positive way? So if you can use solution-focused brief therapy to make a difference in someone's lives and do so in their most impactful and significant and intimate relationships, like how cool is that? But the simple truth is, like, not everybody checks their email, and registration is only open for a short amount of time. Like for this event, there's only 30 spots. Like I rented a mansion and there's only a certain amount of spaces that are available in this place. Like it's not like marketing where it's like, this huge conference center and I'm only saying there's 30 spots just so people will hurry up and sign up. Like there's actually only space for 30 people. So I've got to send more emails than normal just to make sure that people don't miss it and make sure that the people who don't check their email regularly still have the opportunity to see it. So that's my plan today, is to send a couple of reminder emails and do a couple of other things. But while I'm doing that, I have to make sure not to lose sight of my own desired outcome pursuit, which is eating healthy. And I'm super duper, like, this is where it gets scary for me. Like, because last night life got in the way. Like last night I had I was planning to go to the gym, every intention to go to the gym. I wasn't being lazy, wasn't copying out, none of that stuff. But I mean, just my work didn't allow me to leave the office until 11 o'clock at night. So that was a situation where life just kind of got in the way. I can't let that happen today. I cannot let life get in the way in the same way, because I'm so scared that like last night will become a pattern, and then like that's the problem. So today I got to prove to myself that I can make sure that yesterday was just a blip on the radar and not like the new normal, right? So that's the struggle. That's the pattern. That's what I'm faced with, and I have to make that work. So it's funny, right? I'm working on helping other people have their desired outcomes while working on my own desired outcome. Like, if the dichotomy of that, if that makes sense, like that's pretty interesting to me. But anyway, this is gonna be a fun day. So let's see how it goes. as I use myself as an example, and I share this journey with me about me in a real, genuine, kind of authentic way in pursuit of my own desired outcome. I want to share a story because I think people misunderstand solution focused brief therapy as being an approach that like doesn't care about the client's past. And this T-shirt, so you've probably noticed by this time, I wear this T-shirt a lot. Like every time you see me in the gym, I'm wearing this T-shirt. I want to tell you why and why it's relevant to the solution-focused approach. So solution-focused brief therapy somehow developed this like rumor or reputation for being an approach that's only interested in the client's future, but that's not true. So I'm going to tell you a quick story about why this fitness journey is so important to me, beyond the obvious like health things and me wanting to have a healthy life without consequences of obesity and all of the things that have recently scared me. Beyond that, like I have throughout my life normally been a very disciplined eater and a person who is very interested in fitness. What has caused this recent circumstance is, graduate school and starting a business and traveling and all that stuff. But throughout my life, I've been an athlete, I've been athletic, I've been a disciplined eater, I have been really interested in fitness and working out. And in my childhood and in my younger, like college age days, that was very much me. So one day, I played sports in college, but my athletic career ended due to an injury before I finished my undergraduate degree, my first degree. I had about a year left. So one day in that year, I gained weight. Now I knew I was gaining weight, but I really didn't. When you're that young and you're playing so many sports, you can eat basically anything you want to and not gain weight because you're burning it all at practice and in workouts and things like that. So for me, I just gained a bunch of weight because I kept eating the way I would as an athlete, but I wasn't performing or involved in athletics, so it ended up piling on some weight. And I walked into a friend's dorm room. Now, if you guys remember this or not, but before cell phones were like cameras, people used to take pictures and they would get them developed, and a lot of people would like hang them in their dorm rooms or in their room as a kid, that sort of thing. And I had a friend like that. So his name was Ray. We called him Ray. He would take pictures of things and he would put the pictures on his wall. And one day I went to Ray's dorm room, and there was just a bunch of pictures, and I'm just kind of looking at his pictures. And I saw a picture, and I said, "Oh, who's that fat kid?" Now, I was friends with Ray, so we knew all the same friends, and it wasn't a big university, so like everybody kind of knew everybody. And I said, "Who's that fat kid?" And as I got close to the picture, I realized that the fat kid was me. And I was so embarrassed, I took the picture off the wall, and I took the picture back to my dorm room, and I circled it and labeled it fat kid. And that was when I realized like I was out of shape and I had to work out and I had to lose weight. And I ended up losing about 80 pounds. I had gotten all the way up to, whatever the number was. And I ended up losing weight, going down, 80 pounds. But I remember the first time I went to work out, I did what most guys would do. I had this sleeveless shirt and I go into the gym. And you guys know the way gyms are situated, like there's mirrors everywhere. And I go to the gym, and I'll never forget this like disheartening feeling of I was doing curls, when you like lift your arms up. And I remember standing in the mirror and doing these curls, and my arms looked like sausages that had bent. And I felt so disheartened that like, oh my God, like there's like no definition in my arms at all. Like there's no muscle there whatsoever. And it made me want to quit. Like it made me want to like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like I can't, I'm not even in shape enough to get in shape. You know what I mean? Like the road to getting in shape is so far that I'm so disheartened by it. It's almost like telling somebody, you gotta walk 1 billion miles, and it's like, man, like this is just too much. And I remember wanting to quit. And I went back to my dorm room. I actually didn't work out that day. I was so disheartened by what I saw. I literally was welled with tears, just feeling like I'm too out of shape to even get in shape. I went back to my dorm room and I had this weird idea, like maybe I can work out tomorrow, but I'll just hide my arms. So I got this long sleeve t-shirt, And I wore that t-shirt every day in the gym. And I know that sounds nasty, but I just had to hide my arms. So I wore this t-shirt every day in the gym for however long. I actually don't remember how long it took me to lose that much weight back then. And I remember when I finally took the shirt off after, weeks and months of working out, and I saw my arms, I remember thinking like, oh my God, because I never worked out with this long sleeve shirt off ever. And I remember thinking like, oh my God, like this is success. Like this is what it looks like. So now fast forward, 20 plus years, and here I am embarrassingly in the same situation. I need to lose weight. I need to get in shape. And I was digging through my drawers and I found this same t-shirt. And this t-shirt reminds me I can do it. So when I'm in the gym and I'm doing like hard things, or when I have to make a difficult dietary choice, like this t-shirt is a representation of my past successes. This t-shirt is like the embodiment of exceptions. So when people tell me like solution-focused brief therapy is not concerned with the past, of course I'm concerned with the past. In fact, I'm nearly obsessed with it because that's where evidence of my ability to succeed is. My confidence actually comes from experiences that have happened in the past. So when I'm in the gym and I see this old t-shirt, like I've literally had this t-shirt 20 plus years. When I see this old t-shirt, like it reminds me like, dude, you don't have to quit because you've successfully overcome challenges before. In fact, you've successfully overcome this challenge before. So keep going and keep going and keep going. And that strength comes from my knowledge that I've done it before, right? That strength comes from my knowledge I've done it before. And this shirt is a visual reminder that I have absolutely done it before. So how can I possibly ignore the past? Like if this house burned down right now, I would run in and grab this t-shirt because this t-shirt has me and my success in it. So listen, it doesn't matter. Like I'm doing this daily series. I'm doing this video series because I truly just want to inspire one person. Like if one person out there can watch these videos and just have the crazy thought that if Elliott can do it, I can do it, then all of this is worth it. And whoever those people are who are out there watching this video, like think about your past and look at all of the things you've accomplished, all of the things you've overcome, all of the journey that you have been on, and let it inform you. Let it build your confidence that you are prepared to climb over the next mountain, because you are. You are. Go through your house, go through your laundry, find those visual representations of your past successes. If it's a t-shirt, wear that joint. Like let's do this. Let's not forget our past, because our past is where our success lives, and it's where it's lived this whole time. So let's get it. Let's really get it. And let's understand motivation, and let's understand change, and let's certainly understand solution-focused brief therapy and this ridiculous notion that the past doesn't matter, because I think the past is just as important as the future and needs to be tended to as such. So, this was a better day for me. I was able to go to the gym, but I just couldn't help but remember, of course I can overcome the challenge that happened yesterday because I've overcame these challenges before. This one.